So I just finished watching the North Korean girls dancing and singing performance, and they even play electronic guitar. North Korea is just over there, so close. I just really hate war. Dandong is known as the Chinese border city closest to North Korea. In some places, less than 100 meters apart, but Dandong is more than that. It is the northern starting point of China's coastline, where the Yalu River meets the Yellow Sea. The city also carries big scars from war. Chairman Mao's son, Mao Anying, also lost his life in that war. Finally, I got off from the Dandong station, and right in front of me is this I'm very excited. This is a city that has the most colorful taxis. North Korea is just over there, so close. The China-North Korea Friendship Bridge is right over there. This is a truck from North Korea to China. I am on my way to a local culture museum. This is like a secret spot nobody knows. Nobody went to this museum, but actually the second floor, there's a huge balcony here that you can looking at North Korea. Here says the China-North Korea border is about 1,420 kilometers, and the Yalu River in Dandong City accounts for about 56% of the total length. Starting from the Changbai Mountain all the way to Dandong City. You know, right now it's like in the beginning of the sunset. Let's see what I get. This is a famous hotel building. It has windows. There is a worker on a boat. That's the first Korean guy I spot. More Korean workers on the boat. The city across the river is Sinuiju or Xinyizhou in Chinese. It is the fourth largest city in North Korea. It was named in 1924 during Japan's occupation of Korea and its attempt to invade northeast of China.
这里是他们的小上海，朝鲜的小上海。
The China tourist just said that Sinuiju is like Shanghai to China. Sinuiju is one of the few North Korean cities open to foreign investment. And it has light industries such as paper making, textile, chemicals, food processing, and clothing. I'm not sure, but I've been told it's a boat factory. Good morning, the sunshine is huge. So today I joined a one-day trip. Joining a group trip is a better choice because if I go on taxi, it's gonna be expensive. If I go on buses to the suburban area, it will take a long time. The tour guide was on the phone trying to sell a traditional North Korean medicine to Chinese tourists, which helps to prevent heart diseases.
那个是盖了好多年还没盖完吗？
不，他们是为了抢工期，4个月就盖完了，4个月都盖完了。但是怎么盖的？没有地基，
就直接往上搬，
直接往上搭的。这是三胖子下的死命令嘛，只要把楼封盖就行了。这些楼能看到要是你把镜头放大，能看到很多楼上没有玻璃。
啊，是他们那边生产玻璃不行是吧？
对，因为他们大部分的玻璃都是从咱们中国进口的。他们很多农家院、农家房啊，都是用的塑料布，或者是搭着一个糊的窗户纸什么玩意儿建起来。我是去桃花岛的彭德怀广场坐游船，去长河岛上看表演。然后咱们再往里进，我们就取个票。我看看我那导游那个。
来，
你上里面点吧。
好，吃可。I tried a North Korean cigarette. Well, it's not smooth. Tear my mouth song. He was buried in a cemetery in North Korea.
他们那是
牺牲了哈。
对。
In November 1950, the U.S. forces bombed the Chinese army camp in North Korea. Mao Anying was killed in the airstrike. Here is where the Chinese army go to North Korea. More than 30 aircraft bombed this bridge 6 times in succession to break it. Wow.
靠北岸桥的3个路，有半条铁路，大点枪啊！还有一个就是吉安的。
哎，来战友，
您不冷啊？
这个咋没有宽低呢？
啊 See, the water is quite deep. 这个桥是断桥吗？是断桥。Oh, we're going to see where it broke out the flag. They are representing a military team number. We're almost there. So this is the broken point.
能照着吗？
Over there you can see some village house from North Korea. 那个远处冒烟的地儿是什么呀？ 朝鲜的工厂还是我们的工厂？ We're now taking a boat to Shanghekou Island, a tourist area joint developed by China and North Korea. There's a North Korean dancing performance on the island every day. I'm on the boat to see North Korea. The boat is about 30 minutes. So Sinuiju is a city, but here across the river are North Korean villages. Here you can get a glimpse of the everyday life of ordinary village or county people.
包括他为什么忙，这下边都有那个粮仓，那他们老百姓收的粮食啊，都交到生产大队啊，收到粮仓里边，然后统一拿收银票进行分发啊。那地里还有老黄牛啊，他们现在老黄牛还行啊。又一个骑自行车的。 大部分都是骑自行车啊，他们自行车相当于咱们私家小轿车了，能整一个自行车票买台自行车都挺厉害的了啊，一般人都没有，都靠。这边大部分都是当兵的，老百姓不允许到江边来啊。 你看老百姓骑自行车都从上面那个山道走嘛，它那上面山道还有一条小路是专供老百姓走的道，下面这个水泥柱子这个位置是军事栈道。你看后面一包子灰，前面一走，后面一包子灰。这个位置就不用了，你别看那个篱笆院那个墙，那个和那个水泥柱子重叠了吧？这个位置比较完好的一个啊。 有的时候夏天能看到他们在拉练，那江边还有小船儿啊，当兵的划小船儿。咱们中国不允许过鱼，他们是可以的，用过鱼啊。这有个推自行车，后面还领个羊呢。
I wonder how you will feel if your everyday life become a tourist attraction. I don't know if that's true. According to the tour guide, it's a factory for military use. After getting off the boat, we're going to see the North Korea dancing performance. There are 6 North Korea dancers. Finally, get back. I was sitting in the back at first, but then I moved to the front row, and that's when I found out the front row audience gets put up on stage to join the North Korean performers. So I was on stage twice, holding their hands and singing along with them. So I just finished watching the North Korean girls dancing and singing performance, and they even play electronic guitar. They were singing Korean songs and Chinese songs. They probably don't know how to speak Chinese. They only know the pronunciation and how to sing a song. One of the Korean girl, she held my hands and bring me to the stage to dance with her together. I'm like super surprised. Maybe she think I'm like a very friendly girl. So anyway, if you sit in the front and you clap your hand and smile to them, they will bring you on stage. Those North Korea girls, they have to come from a very rich family in order to work in China. But I mean, their job is just singing and dancing for tourists. When I look at them, I think they are, my age, but very similar. I just don't know if they are happy about it. I was told that they were not allowed to travel around China's cities, Dandong City, they can only go between their performance area and their dormitory, which is only like hundreds of meters distance. And they were not allowed to use cell phones. So their life is very simple. So after the performance, I was like walking around, and one of the North Korea girl came out. She changed into her normal clothes, and she recognized me. So she just said hi and goodbye to me in Chinese. I was holding my camera, so I put my camera away. She realized it, and she just keep walking to her room without saying anything more to me. I just want tourists to treat them more like a people, an individual. North Korea and China border gate. I'm inside.铁路大桥，上河口国门及铁路大桥。So this railway was first built in 1938, survived the Korean War, and has remained in operation between China and North Korea since then. Dandong marks the starting point of National Highway G228, which runs all the way south along China's coastline. 你有没有家呀？它很漂亮。
丹东大本这边。手主要是。
This is a memorial hall of the war to resist the US and aid Korea. There are many old weapons, which I don't really understand. This 可不可以爬上去呢？
不可以，
不让站上去。
对，你不模仿。
不能站上去。In the museum, there are more than 20,000 pieces of collections, including weapons, equipment, and documents. They said a presidency once come here. I think it's like on the top of a mountain, so you can see those buildings. The tower, the memorial tower is 53 meters tall, which is meaning that the war is ended in 1953. Yalujiang. Yes, the Yalu River is over there in North Korea direction. Statues to memorize the Chinese soldiers. Going to over there. You have to register here 1 day earlier. A huge statue. In winter, the temperature dropped to -30 to 40 degrees Celsius. Facing a severe food shortage, soldiers had to use their bodies to warm up the frozen boiled potatoes before eating. And this is the story of 8 commanders and soldiers shared 1 apple. It's a bit emotional to see this, to think that people really go through a lot of hard time. This is China's first Air Force. They only been trained for a month before they went to the war. Finish seeing the museum. It's quite heavy. Many of the Chinese city, even though they're in growth momentum today, but in the history, they all suffered very heavy burdens, and they all hurt. Like they carried a lot of heavy memories. So I guess people will cherish and value today's life more. I'm at this park called Jinjiangshan Park. There's a sightseeing spot on the top of the mountain where you also can see North Korea. So let's go up there. 我爬上山的话要多久啊？
也得20分钟吧。
20分钟。
上山顶阁得22分。
Here you can see both the landscape of Dandong City and North Korea. Okay, this is where the magical happened. See? So from here I can see the actual Sinuiju city. There is some traffic light, not many. I highly recommend you come here in the morning when the sunshine is good. You can see stuff more clear than I did. 清楚。
哇，你真厉害了！可以拉这么近。
对。
我明天是周几？明天周五。
So me and my new friend, we're going to try the famous Dandong seafood barbecue.
$13、14个，
不就要1斤就行？
我还是烤的。说那个
大香蕉，没见过。
它烤了之后，你看它烤了之后，它下面会有那个像汁水一样的，会冒出来。
哦，真的耶。